I'm here with Peyton Krebs, the captain of the Winnipeg ICE and currently a member of the Vegas Golden Knights on their quest for the Cup. Peyton, how's Edmonton? How's being in the NHL?
Yeah, no, definitely coming from Vegas back to my hometown, or I guess not my home province. It's been fun getting to know what the bubble is like and how the playoffs are going to be. So it's been really fun. I've been enjoying every moment of it. Obviously, being in the NHL, it's what you dream of, and playing in the playoffs. So obviously, I'm just watching right now, but cheering all my teammates on.
Yeah, you might be watching right now, but you could get in the lineup at any moment. Looking back on when the season ended, when did Vegas let you know that you'd be joining the team for training camp with the possibility to travel with them to the bubble?
Yeah, I think from the end of the season, I wanted to be prepared if something came up. So I didn't take a day off, and I just wanted to be prepared. And that way, if I didn't get the call, I knew I was ready. And if I did, then I was ready. So I prepared myself. And I think about a month before training camp, Kelly gave me a call and said, we'd probably be bringing you to camp if there is one. And then from there, we stayed in touch. And before camp there, he gave me a call that I'd be coming. And I didn't think I'd be coming to the bubble, and I just gave it my hardest. And was fortunate to be able to get a spot and be able to come here.
Yeah, it's exciting for you for sure. What was that training camp like? You played all season in the Western League. Obviously, you had an Achilles injury last summer that delayed your start. But what was the difference you felt from your last Western Hockey League practice to that first NHL training camp practice?
Yeah, no, it was. I was fortunate. I guess unfortunate to have that Achilles injuries, but at the same time, I was able to build a lot of relationships here in Vegas with the guys, and especially Mark, to feel comfortable coming into camp this time around was nice, and to have some familiar faces to chat with. But that part, it made it really easy to step on the ice. And I think for me, the biggest difference was obviously just everyone wants to be there and everyone wants to play their hardest. And obviously, the playoffs are a big thing, and they want to prepare themselves. So the practices were very high intensity, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, and it's been the same throughout the bubble here. The practices have been intense, and obviously it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it, and it keeps you smiling and having a great day.
Mark Stone, who you're living with in Vegas, what's it like to be able to, live with a guy that is turned in or blossomed into a very good NHL player, potentially the captain of that team next season? What are you learning from him, and what advice has he had for you during your time with the Golden Knights?
Yeah, I think coming in training camp, I wasn't sure if I was going to be making the bubble, and I think for me, he just said, "You got nothing to lose. You're here," and obviously I didn't play all season, so they haven't really seen much. They have never seen me play with my Achilles in a Vegas uniform. So just kind of go out there, have fun. You got nothing to lose, and you're just kind of showing what you can do. So, no, he's been great. Obviously, letting me stay at his home and just be comfortable. Obviously, he brings a lot of the guys over, and I've been fortunate to build a lot of relationships. And not only him, but the whole team is. They're all just great guys, and it's a lot of fun to be a part of.
Yeah, absolutely. So looking back on this season, it was the first year in Winnipeg. What was that transition like for you, going from Cranbrook out to Winnipeg, new city, new arena? What was your experience like this first season with the Ice?
Yeah, no, obviously Cranbrook, my time there in 2 years, I loved it. I had great billets, and I loved the city for sure. But going to Winnipeg felt like a fresh start. Obviously, we didn't have the best success back my last 2 years, and it was nice to have a fresh start to allow us to be successful. And again, I was really fortunate to have great billets in Winnipeg. Travis and Carmel DeCone were really awesome to me, and it made me feel at home as soon as I got there. And and then Winnipeg, obviously, the fans were great. When we were there, I only played, I don't know how many games, a handful of games there, but I know I loved it a lot. And I was a little skeptical of Winnipeg at first, but I found it to be one of my second home for sure.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a different change going from Winnipeg down to Vegas after the winter that you've had down there. But you talked about Mark Stone, how he's been a guy that you've been able to lean on. You had a young player on your team who played, 20, 25 games with you this year, Matt Savoy. What advice were you able to give to him as also a first overall pick in the Western Hockey League in his first WHL action this past season?
Yeah, I think obviously he's a really special player. It's going to be really exciting to see him in the future. And for me, I kind of just let him do his thing. I'm one of those leaders that just likes to set the tone in practice and games. And I tried to make sure I battled hard every time I went against him, and just work my bag off in practice. So doing those little things and just making sure he practices those little things, getting stronger. Obviously, that's a big part of it. And, just making sure he's confident in his game. I think he definitely has the skills to be there. And for me, I knew when I was a younger guy too that I knew I had the skills of just being confident and executing them at that pace. So I'm just trying to enforce that and let him have fun and do his thing. He's obviously got to where he is for a reason, and just let him do his thing.
Well, on that note of confidence, again, we touched on it earlier, but you unfortunately tore your Achilles last summer, delayed your start. You only played in 38 Western League games this year. But from the first game you came back, you were as dominant, if not more dominant, than you've been in your Western Hockey League career. Where did you find that confidence to step back in after what most people would consider a very difficult injury to come back from and have such success like the way you did?
Yeah, I think for me, I didn't really know what Achilles meant in the injury world coming into it. When I heard it, I was like, oh, no problem, just another injury. I was like, oh, it's like 6 months, whatever, 5 months. I turned into 8 months for sure, and I had no idea how big of a injury mine really was. And I think that kind of helped me get through it in a way that I think, I'll get through it. For some people, it can be the end of their career with it. So, for me, I just stuck with it and grinded every day. I knew that what Vegas did with the time I was there in the 5 months, I was going to be ready to play. And it took me a while. It took me, you said I impacted right away, but for me, I felt like I was a little bit lost for 20 games, and then I finally found my stride for 18, and then it ended. But it was a lot of fun, and I loved it.
Well, those 18 got you to the NHL Bubble, which is pretty impressive. How has your Bubble experience been? What are you doing to keep busy away from the ice? And is there any experiences you've got to have in there that have been really unique so far?
Yeah, it's been a really cool experience. Obviously, some of the older guys have been around on the NHL a long time and seen a lot of guys. But for me, I haven't played or seen any of those top NHL guys, and you just walk past in the hallway. It's pretty special. I mean, you get the goosebumps for sure, just seeing some of the people you're walking by and sitting in the elevator with in the Bubble for sure. I've been doing a lot of virtual golf. Derek England and John Merrill and Nick Hague, we've been golfing a lot on the golf simulator. So but that's been a lot of fun, and just skating every day. And there's been a few golf tournaments and poker tournaments and the Mario Kart tournaments. So they keep us busy, and we go for dinners at the spots that we're allowed to, and just try to make the most of our days. I mean, this is a unique experience that one day we'll talk about in 20 years. That holy moly, that was a pretty cool thing that we did, and it's been really fun, and I'm excited to see what the rest entails for us, and just looking to hopefully get some wins here.
Yeah, I mean, you guys' first round matchup with the Chicago Blackhawks for yourself. I'd say you're in a black ace right now, but you've always got to be prepared to get back on the ice. And talking with you and knowing about your story, you're definitely a guy that's going to be prepared if the opportunity presents itself. But Peyton, thank you so much for taking time out of your day today. I wish you best of luck in the quest for the Cup, and next year when you head to training camp with an opportunity to make the team for real.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks very much for having me on.